Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. It's Omni and I'm back again with another hair tutorial. But today we're going to be doing a Bantu knot out on blown out hair. And I'm doing a voiceover today because I didn't feel like talking when I was recording. So I'm talking now. But first things first, usually when I do my Bantu knots, I just section my hair off into like 3 sections just so it'll be easier to work with. And I usually only do about like 8 to 10 Bantu knots on my hair when I do it, because the more Bantu knots you have in your head, the smaller your curl is going to be. And I like bigger, like beach wave curls. But if you like smaller curls, then the number of Bantu knots you do should be more. So if you want a lot of curls, you do a lot of Bantu knots. And there'll be tighter curls also. So right now all I'm doing is, first I'm combing my hair out, because you do not want your hair to be tangled. Because when you take your Bantu knot out, you always separate it the way the curl wants to separate. And if you separate it and it's tangled, then it won't help. And I'm just putting some sculpting foam. I'll put it in the description box below. But it's like the Soft and Beautiful Botanicals sculpting foam. So that's what I'm doing right now. And using that sculpting foam, I feel like it's supposed to help you with frizz, but it don't do that. It does not help you with frizz. But it does help keep the curl in place to me. And now I'm putting some tea tree oil on my hair. Oh, and it got Jamaican black castor oil in it also. This little mixture. And always put it on your ends. Do not forget about your ends. And that just make your hair shiny, because like you want some bouncy, shiny curls. Like period. Oh, I guess I must have some oil on my forehead. But now I'm just twisting it up. And usually you go looser at the roots of it, because once you start twisting it, it'll get tighter at the roots automatically. So it look loose right now at the top, but as you start twisting it around, see, it makes its own knots when you twist it around. So right now I'm just twisting my hair around. All I do, some people they take 2 pieces, they do 2-strand twist and then Bantu knot it, but personally I just twist the hair up in my finger, in my hand, and then I just make rows. So every time you go around, you put the new row under the old one. So you see I have 1 knot, now I got 2 knots. And you just one after the other. One after the other. And you make sure you get it good, and make sure it's twisted right. Twisted correctly. You don't, if your hair is not twisted, the Bantu knot will not come out as a curl. It will come out like flat. And also get your ends in it. Because if you do not get your ends, the whole part of your hair will be curled, then the end of it will just like be puffy and straight, and it won't look right. And right now I'm just using a hair tie to make sure it stays together. And I make sure I put the hair tie on my hair to where it'll keep the end of my twist in it. If y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all might not be able to understand me. Do y'all get it? I'm just tell y'all again. So I comb my hair out to make sure no tangles are in it for when I need to separate it. And now I'm just putting this sculpting foam on my hair just to keep the curls together and tight. And I'm putting some oil on my hair to keep it shiny, because you want a shiny curl. It just looks prettier in my opinion. And you want to get your ends so you can retain the length that you have. We just cut our ends in the last video. We want to make sure that they don't split even more. And right now I'm just showing you again an up close view of how the twist will look at the beginning. And it's going to look loose, but just twisting your hand, make sure you're twisting it, and then once it's time to pull it around, it'll make its own knot at the top. And then, just keep on making a knot. So it's a knot after a knot. It's 1 knot over the other. And just twist it. And like make it neat. Make neat rows. That way when your curl comes out, it'll be uniform. Like if your Bantu knot is like uneven and stuff, the curl will look a little weird. So just make sure you keep the Bantu knot, like the row one after the other, neat, because my curl comes out the best when it's neat. Okay. And so my parts are never straight, because you do not see my parts when I'm doing my hair. When my hair is finished, you won't see it, so it don't matter. So I'm just continue to do that, and I'll be back. Okay, y'all, I'm done with my Bantu knots, and I put about like 7 or 8 of them in my head. And I want to tell y'all that I lied at the beginning. I do part my hair. I part my hair whatever way, like I like a side part, so I part my hair to the side, of course, so that way my Bantu knots can fall in the right direction. You do have to part your hair to make sure that the front, the curls don't be going crazy, because if you don't part it and then you part it after you already did the Bantu knots, the curls not gonna look right. It's gonna want to fall a different direction than you want it to fall. So make sure you do part your hair in the front in the direction that you want your hair to fall. And I ain't gonna cap, I do not know how to sleep with Bantu knots. I be tossing and turning all night. Since you're not alone, I do it too. So I don't know how to tell you how to sleep with it on, cause I don't sleep. It be uncomfortable all night. I ain't gonna cap. But it's cute, so I deal with it. Wear a bonnet. You do have to wear a bonnet because you do not want no frizzy hair after you're done. But I'm just coming back to y'all in the morning and show y'all how it look when I take them down. Thank you. Okay, y'all, so it's the next day and I'm just taking my headscarf off, and all my Bantu knots stay good overnight. Ooh, you know you put your hair back on good when you got that line on your forehead. But I'm gonna just take down all the Bantu knots, and I usually just put a little oil on my hands just to reduce the frizz when I'm separating my Bantu knots. And excuse Nala and her little tail, y'all. She just always up under me every video, every time I'm in the bathroom, so it don't matter. But I've taken them all down, and I'm just gonna loosen the curl, and I'm gonna separate it in the way that I feel like the hair already wants to separate by itself. That way there'll be even less frizz. So like when you separate it, put a little more oil on your fingers, and then when you take it down, you just kind of pull it apart, but not roughly. You pull it apart the way it seems like it already wants to come down. Because if you just pull it apart any kind of way, you will have a lot of frizz. And so you just pull it apart. And personally, I don't mind frizz. Like, I like a little frizz. It makes it look more like me, in my opinion. But if you do not want any frizz, this is how you should take it down. Like, slowly, but like, just take your time. You have to take your time. And you can see it's shiny because of all the oil we put on it. And it looks good and healthy. And just separate it the way it seems like it wants to be separated. And yeah. Okay, curl. So I'm gonna just take the rest of them down, come to y'all when it's fully finished. And it is done. And like I told y'all, I like a little frizz, so what I usually do myself is I'll take a comb, wide tooth comb, and I'll kind of brush through it myself. And yep, it looks shiny and healthy, and I like it. And it's like a beach wave. It's not like a curl. It's more of like a beach wave, in my opinion. Yep. And that's how it looks. And please like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what videos y'all want to see in the future, and put your notification bell on so that way you can be notified when I upload a new video. And I want to thank y'all for all the support y'all giving me so far, and bye.